Good morning, everybody. Good morning, traders. A couple minutes to start. Welcome to another episode with Bookmap. Drinking some coffee. Actually, this is American coffee over here with Mama Beer from the Trading Academy in San Marino Republic. It's the oldest republic in the world, situated in Italy, as you know. So good morning, everybody. Good morning, Steve. Morning, life coach. Morning, team. So before starting, traders, just look at this morning ESNQ, the big wash that we had. And soon we're gonna go into the pre-market watch list. All right, so as every Wednesday, we have a trading day on order flow over here with Bookmap. As you know, we day trade, but we build trading system. Actually, there are models of algorithmic play on swing trading and also day trading. And this for stocks, futures, crypto, and forex. So we share the results of last year trading of our model. We use always the support of Bookmap for the confirmation of the trades. This morning we started with some small cap trading. I just want to share. We were looking into ARTL. So a lot of you will ask where to find, hard borrows. And again, you cannot find them on like Schwab, like, Thinkorswim or often interactive brokers. You need brokers like specialized like Cobra or platforms like Zintra. So reach out if you need help for this. So we went to a short play in a small cap land. And I will share over here the reason of this trade. So we had a major supply over here in the 780. We had over here a first stop of 9 cents. And then we got the wash over here, the backside for almost $1 per share. We had a decent morning pre-market trade, almost collected over here, 5K. Bars were definitely good, not super cheap in this time of the year, but was a good trade that we took. And then I started simply to monitor futures all morning. Futures are like being very volatile. So we're gonna go into ES right now. As you can see over here, ES this morning had a major supply between 68 and 68.25. So up here, the trade on ES, you can see over here the momentum. You can see this major supply was a major rejection in pre-market. So what to expect today on ES? You can see this is a major zone, right? This is the zone over here. This aqua zone over here is called imbalance zone. So it's actually where institutions have traded in the last weeks, okay, the majority of the volume. So I need over here the price to go into the 67.20 area, just down here, okay? So from here, I can expect two possible trades. So, or we will see a dip and then a bounce over here, okay? So I'm looking for that 67.20, 67.10, or we're going to look for a fail of that 67.20 and then a rejection to the previous demand zone down here is 66.20. Okay. So I'm going to look at trades short in the market if ES will continue to unwind. But again, I think they will defend pretty good at 67.20, 67.10. If we break down, then I'm going to be short with the market. Okay, so I'm looking over here for ES, two plays. Okay, so we have a two-plan play on ES, and we call it ES idea. Next one is going to be NQ. All right, so look over here NQ, guys, this morning. Again, it came to this major supply. Okay, so price 25,200. Yesterday I had a major push. You can see over here how it curled from our band, came up over here like 300-400 points. Then this morning in early pre-market, before European market was open, it climbed over here to the previous resistance, 25,200. And just over here around 7 o'clock New York time, it simply started dumping. Okay, already dumped like 200 points from the top. Now you can see that we are in the middle of this imbalance zone over here. Okay, so what I'm looking is if we can fail this 24,850 this morning. So we have this level over here. Okay, if we can fill this, I'm going to looking for a fail to 24,650. If you can hold instead, looking for a bounce again to 25,000. So preparing the plan as well. So this is the NQ idea. And again, before trading, okay, before trading, guys and gals, NQ and ES, give it one moment. Look if we can actually, yeah, this is 1 hour chart, correct. Actually, we can break those supports and unwind, or we can hold and bounce back up. And then, okay, we're going to stay with our stocks. So we're going to use Bookmap to catch those or unwinds, okay, in case ES and NQ are fading, or bounces in case ES and NQ are bouncing back up. Does NQ over here a good, decent support? Yeah, it has a pretty good demand zone over here into this 24,850, 24,800. So they're going to probably defend it, but I need to see how the big players this morning are going to, if they're going to defend or not this level, okay? Then one of the major stocks that we've been having lately, and it's really at the all-time highs, is MU, okay? So microelectronics over here. I don't know if you ever traded MU. I traded MU in the last year and a half many times. It's been like, I would say, one of the best performers also in my portfolio. Just like a couple days ago was over here 400. We're talking about like 1 week ago, and it came up almost 100 points. So pretty decent move, like almost 20%. And this morning you can see that we're fading, you know, NQ is fading, this is fading over here. So as a gap, at a gap up 475, 476, now it's already like 15 points down. And again, what I'm going to do over here, I'm going to buy this dip. Everything depends upon ES and NQ. Okay, so I'm not really looking in shorting this MU this morning. I'm more inclined, if ES and NQ will start bouncing, okay, to buy this for a push to 500. But for now, this is not going to be my first play of the day. Tesla. So check Tesla team in the last over here week or so. Look. Okay. So Tesla, first of all, remember how it opens, how it moves. I always trade Tesla and this for who knows me, who see me trading during the years, I always have Tesla open with Bookmap, always. And the reason why is because it gives me a so deep, precise read of the major levels of liquidity. So we're not trading only breakouts and breakdowns, but I need to spot the liquidity and how that liquidity, I would say, behaves. Is going to be a liquidity pool trap, or it's going to be a liquidity remover and then a trend following trade. Okay, so the fact that I'm using Bookmap is not for, I would say, defining the trade, but it's for confirming my trade idea and spotting out the players, okay, are trading that moment. So everybody wants to trade Tesla, and I know, but this morning for now, Tesla is not giving any signal. And I tell you why. You prefer to trade something like MU, where you can simply see the price pushing up, so we buy dips along the trend, sorry. Or you're going to trade this one day up, one day down. And also, as you know, Tesla often opens in a reversal way, in the sense that it pops and then maybe fails after 1 minute or 2 minutes, or it dips. It shows you weakness like yesterday morning, and then you can see that we had a demand zone over here and it popped back up. So a few things over here to consider. Okay, now the things that I'm looking. Okay, so you can see that we have this imbalance zone above 398.408. Okay, so am I going to short right now? Let's say if the market is weak, for a 394 target, which is the demand zone over there. Well, that is the scalp play. Okay, but if I really want to look for an A plus setup, I need to wait that we break down this 393, 392 major demand area, and then we can unwind till this 382 down here. Okay, to this level down here. So my plan this morning, again, is gonna be or waiting for a dip over here and pop. So, or this, okay? And often we see that Tesla reacts pretty good in those demand and supply areas. Just look over here, how I rejected that supply, okay? Which was from here. Or just look over here, how we bounce here and we bounce also over here. So it always has a reason. And when the price will get over here, my major, I would say, concern will be going to check Bookmap to see how the liquidity reacts. Okay, are they going to defend it and bounce, or going to fail and then I'm looking for a short play? So I'm one scalp over here. As I told you, I'm going to look for a dip and a long, and in case we fail, then I'm going to look for the second play over here. Okay, and I'm going to look for a target 382. It's Wednesday. I like the idea to trade also options. So we're going to stay with Tesla. Plan A is going to be what we call a bounce play. And we're going to look for 400 calls option weekly. Always read traders' disclaimer. Okay, remember, previous performance not indicative for the future performance, and also everything that you trade is subject to risk. So treat this like educational purpose only model. Otherwise, plan B, which would be my favorite in case the market fails. So wait for a rejection of 392, 393 area. And we're going to trade puts, option weekly, 390 and lower. Okay, but I would say 390 is not that out of the money. So that could be very interesting. Anybody else is going to look into, first of all, over here, MU, Tesla, NQ, NES, or SPY, or the Qs? Come on, traders. Wake up. Good morning. You know, even if I'm in Europe over here, I woke up this morning, 5 o'clock, went to train 2 hours, been over here on monitors 4 hours, already collected a good trade on ARTL, staying with my members the last couple of hours. So I'm ready to rock it. Okay, for me, it's already like 2 p.m., 2:15 p.m. Next week, we're going to change the time so European traders know it. Yeah, they need an espresso, JC. They need definitely espresso. So watching AMD to see if it drops below 195. So we're going to look at AMD. I like the idea, bro. Really like it. MU, see it. Polo, good morning, Bob. Citizen, Tesla, QQQ coin. Citizen, buddy, right in market chat. Thank you. For everybody, trader over here, we have the trading room over here in Discord. This is where we have every single day screen share. So we share our trades. We share the trading bots live. Also, right now, they're available on the subscription and they're coming new. I would say format of those bots. So today we're going to see it. And a lot of great traders inside. So let's go into, and nobody's ever interested in Apple. Let's go right away in AMD. So AMD, okay, what to say? Two things. We have this major imbalance zone over here, and we have 3 days trading range. The trading range is very simple, 200, 195. So it's stuck in 5 points, okay? And that's the reason why I always say, don't trade inside this range. I mean, all you trade in universal plays, and for example, would be fail break on 195, take long, target 200. So we can play 200 calls, okay? Good morning, brother. So bots are coming totally a game changer. We improve the stats, we improve the win rate, and you're gonna see actually I-50 with entry exits and also yield improved. So it's gonna be even better than how it is right now. So let's go on over here. So this is gonna be my first play of the day. Everybody's gonna look for a breakdown. Okay, it's fine. But imagine if yes and in Q they defend the level. Okay, we need to see over here with Bookmap a soak or an absorption. Okay, I think that personally, if yes and Q will start bouncing, AMD will be my favorite candidate over here for a 200 target. So we're gonna look for AMD 200. But if yes and Q are fading, oh, let's get this 188 this morning over here. Okay, so my plan is going to be AMD. Plan A, again, we're going to look for a bounce play long. Bounce play long from 195 to 200. So ideally liquidity pool trap. And plan B, we're going to look for a fail of 194 and rejection. TP 189, 190. So we can trade calls 200 over here and puts 190 weekly. Okay, so this is exactly what I'm going to do. Yeah, AMD, definitely one of the favorite plays over here. Amazon, we'll be looking at Amazon later. I prefer much more meta. I was set. Oklo also has a major support over here, 58.50. So we'll keep these. And I think I'm gonna put also, everybody's always asking me about Netflix, but today I'm not very interested in Netflix. We have Google, we have Hood, MSTR, PLTR. Let's see, a Quantum over here. Let's see, small caps as well, ARTL. I'm not short anymore. Let's see, NVIDIA. Okay, yeah. NVIDIA, definitely, bro. Yeah. NVIDIA, same story as AMD. So start watching the 181. Okay, we fail all the way down. I mean, the next level is going to be 180 and then all the way down to here, 175, 174. So yeah, definitely. All right. Okay, we're done with the plan over here. Now let's set up the charts. So I put over here, you can see already NVIDIA, because I knew that you traders would ask me this. So I already put over here NVIDIA in the morning. I'm looking into this, and I'm looking into Tesla. Now I received some questions. Also, traders, thank you very much for the question you sent me. I'm not kidding. There's a trader that sent me, like, you know, at the end of the message, like an icon, like emoji, like a flowers. Thank you very much. I mean, I hope it was like in terms of friendship. Otherwise, my wife would be like pissed. Tesla over here. You traders asked me what time frame I use. It's not about time frame. It's like how zoomed in or not I use this. Okay, so you can go over here. Okay, and you can select 15, 1 hour. For me, as long as I see, you know, a couple of hours, so like 7:30 till 9:30, it's fine. Of course, there will be time where I need to spot that liquidity level that I will zoom in over here. Okay, like you see the last 20, 30 minutes. But personally, I need to see the last couple of hours if you're looking at Tesla or NVIDIA. And also, some sort of asked me, is it needed over here, NBBO or less price? You can see I have NBBO over here enabled. I don't have volume alerts, sorry, volume bars. I really don't need it. Because I already see when the price gets, for example, at support, the bubbles over here, okay? So the dots, so I don't really need to see the volume. I then will check personally the tape, okay? Which for me, it has a better like a reason. And sometimes you will see me putting candlestick bars. I do that also to show you the different potential that you can have with Bookmap. I generally don't use it, but it's still very valid, you know, in case you want to simply align the dots, sorry, with your Bookmap. Let's see if I had another question that I remember. Which indicators I have now? With add-ons I have for Bookmap. So I don't use add-ons. That doesn't mean they're not useful or we say good to use. No, I think they have like a valid reason. If you follow, for example, certain strategies, they may have, I would say, a good practical use and help you. I try to keep things as much as possible, as much as simple as I can, because the least amount of things I look at, the better for me. And for me, it's already profitable the way that I train in this way. Okay, so I don't really need the team to, you know, to keep extra stuff on. But I mean, don't follow my suggestion. Check them out. See if that works for you. See if it can be helpful. Okay, so I think it's valid over here. Okay, so I put over here Meta. Actually, I'll put NVIDIA over here. And I'm gonna put over here Meta. You can see that below Aspire and Qs, or you know, you can use ES or NQ the same, or RTY. I mean, the other working very good. So also traders, if you see any signal, please alert. If you have questions, write in Discord if you're part of the of the team or YouTube. Remember also that I will be trading with Bookmap live in front of almost 300 traders on the 27th of March in Rimini, okay, Italy. It's a free day. It's the biggest Italian trading event, so you're all invited. Let me see if I have over here a link in case somebody wants to fly over. Yep, over here. I'm gonna put in the chat as well. And also gonna put on Bookmap over here. Let's see, English Trader Floor. Okay. All right, guys. So, gals. So again, I have over here Tesla and NVIDIA. But if, for example, you have another stock or ticker that you would like me to, to put it up, just let me know. One thing I have to tell you, today, they are working in this zone where I live. So they said that I could have, right? Interruption of the line. So maybe. So if you see me that I go dark, okay, it's not my fault. It's really because they're like operating over here. They're working on the line. I don't know what actually they're doing. I don't know why they didn't do it like early morning or in the night. They just have to do it like in the middle of the day. So I just want to tell you that, okay? So by the way, for who's trading over here in Q, this is the new model coming in the next weeks. So we started at 7 with a trade over here, didn't work cut. Then we had a win over here, exit, another win over here. We held it all the way down, another add over here, another target and win over here. Okay, so you can actually spot how the new I-50 bot is working. We still need further testing and development. Yesterday also was a pretty good day with these longs over here. All right. So almost there to start. Vediamo qua. 30 seconds to go. All right, open. Let's see if the 5-in-1 ricordiamoci. Watch AMD, AMZN, and Tesla. They're already pushing over here the pedal on the gas. You can see how Tesla over here on Bookmap started from the 399 directly to 1401. Also, we have NVDA over here, rejection from 180 to 280. Yes, and in Q, they're still like sleeping. Okay, they had a little bit of wick and push down. Look at Tesla at 401. So we have NVIDIA's unwind over here, but you can see SPY and Q, they're still like pretty flat. NVIDIA over here is 181. We have the demand, should fail more to 180. Tesla exit break even. SPY and the Qs are still sideways. Remember our plan. AMD is also small bouncing, so we don't have that play we wanted yet. You can see that Tesla is over here getting contraction between 401 and 399. Amazon over here out break even. NVIDIA to the lows. Tesla back over here to the open level at 399-ish. Waiting on Tesla team. Remember, we have to wait for NQ for that major support. For now, it's small bouncing. Check over here how these levels they work as a magnet. In this case, you can see Tesla, right? We got over here the 398, the major demand zone over here is bouncing. So market seems like wants to curl. More buyers coming in. So for now, I'll break even trade on Tesla, break even on AMZN, win on NVDA. Meta is going into the previous day low. NVIDIA all exit over here. NQ is bouncing. So setting up for a long play. Yeah. No, I'm not long on ES and NQ. If I'm long over here, you will see a buy or sell buddy. So what you see over here is what comes directly into my broker. So the sell on NVIDIA and long we took on Amazon break even, the long we took on Tesla break even. And NVIDIA, really perfect trade. Supply above over here, you can see on Bookmap, this major heat map at 183. The pop right away, the system giving, the model giving over here short 183. First target, second target, third target over here, and then the exit. But for now, very choppy open, and this is pretty expected because every single time we have a huge range in pre-market, this is what you can expect, team, from the market after the open. So I never like, huge pre-market unless I'm in, of course, trading pre-market. So Tesla is slowly recovering those 400. Start watching MU team. SPY is 670. QQQ is 603. Good afternoon, UP. Okay, let's look over here. Look that push above 401 on Tesla. Remember, team Tesla, we are in this range, right? Remember what we had over here in pre-market, okay? You can see that we bounced from the 398. We're back over here inside the imbalance zone over here. Not my favorite play. So I'm just following over here the rules. I'm just following over here the bot. Just following here Bookmap. As I said, we had a long AMZN break even. Long over here on Tesla was a small win, then break even, and a good win over here on NVIDIA. Now market is pushing, at least Tesla's breaking that high, but I'm not long over here. Remember, we have a resistance of 403 and 55, 404 on Tesla. We can spot over here, look at that 404, 405, major resistance on Tesla. So I'm just waiting. Just waiting. Watching actually for NQ short. We're just below the 25,000 in NQ, watching for the short. Join NQ short. $24,970. The reason why in this case is bot and Bookmap. I can share over here the play. That's the short play, supply, shorted. Now looking for the first target over here. So easy play. Okay, that's the first target, 936. You can see also right away Tesla is fading, right? NQ took that rejection. Look over here. What a major input of soak, and then boom, they dumped it over here, 1 point straight. Now, my point over here is if we can get to this low, it's going to be great. Okay, I just want to see this at 879. But we have this imbalance zone over here to defend. So let's see if we can break that. I took NQ, but you can take, NVIDIA because it moves the same today. You can take yes because it moves the same. These are the same settings that you have traders. So 7-7. Justo. No, consegui. For the dollar sign.
Oh, yeah.
But the market, as we're talking as the market traders, for now is not going anywhere. Okay, so it's not that ES and NQ are actually, having this little fail. Actually, 50 points on NQ is nothing. ES didn't even move. Okay, it's not that, oh, that's a beautiful fail, or the market is actually fading as well. No, we're in a range. And again, I tell you, the market always reacts like this, always reacts like this. When we have a major, we're out. When we have a major pre-market range, I mean, look at this pre-market range over here. It faded like 300 points. And now it's setting up over here. If now we have another signal, we're going to short another signal over here. So let's see. And based on this, remember, ES and NQ will be the leading guy, then NVIDIA, AMD, Tesla. We're looking for patterns to short based on this. Not yet. Let's go back over here to show Bookmap. So going into our trade scenarios that we have this morning, we're all back in range. So for what concerns Apple, AMD, coin as well, I don't see any major plays. So patience, guys. Patience. So again, 182 on NVIDIA. Remember that level over here is the mid-range this morning. So you can see how it's soaked over here. It got this 182, it's soaked over here. Now it's slowly fading, but what happens also on the SNQ? They're slowly fading as well. Back here. So that is still below that 402 supply. Remember the main one, 404, 405. NQ gave that rejection, but I didn't have a secondary short. So with you team, analyzing over here the market. You can see that Tesla is rejecting at 402 and 50, 403, which is near the supply. I still don't have my model here confirming, so waiting. For now, as we said this morning, AMD is pushing. For now, as we said this morning, so I just make an example over here how it's working. So you can see that we have several bubbles, right? Where you have basically, it tells you the institutional players. But where I have the buy, those are the one that I'm looking at. So like yesterday over here, and then the exit. So it just give me buy and sell, so target and trade. This morning, you can see that we had the long exactly from here, got to the T1, target 1, then back to break even. But for now, it's like slow. NVIDIA is like reclaiming over here open level. This is what NVIDIA is doing the last day. So I'm going to share over here an example, okay, so that you can see. So this, for example, was a trade 2 days ago, long here, stop below, 3 targets hit. Day after, short over here, target 1 hit, target 2 hit, and then out. And this morning, we had entry here. You can see the play, okay, sets the stop, gets to the entry. One that gets to the T1, moves the stop to break even. We had target 2, almost target 3, and then you can see there's an exit over here. We'll put now this with a better visual, but that's exit. Now we are waiting for other plays. I focus my trades in the first 30 minutes out of the day. That's why. Because I made also a trade over here now, AMD. Because between 30 and 40% of the day's range is by statistical established in the first 30 minutes. Got it? So this is very, very important if you didn't know it, but I believe everybody knows that. I hope you do. Patience. Patience. But this is traders, okay? This is, okay, the first 30 minutes contain 30-40% of the day range. What does it mean? It means that definitely that first hour is the most important to trade. So I'm still holding over here AMD. So remember over here, guys, we have now the data, 1 minute. Okay. But the most important today will be at 2 p.m. So I'm gonna share over here. You can see, I'm gonna put a little bit of zoom. I don't know if you can see it good. So this is the data for today. So the 2 o'clock, this is New York Times Federal Funds Rate. So we have the FOMC. And again, every time that we have FOMC, generally it's going to be on Wednesday, because a lot of times that we have Bookmap, it was on Wednesday. We're going to have this, okay? So a slow, generally pre-market, slow morning trading, because everybody's waiting for the FOMC. It's definitely normal, okay? This is definitely normal. Okay, AMD is going. Yeah, buddy. Let's see if we can have something good. Okay, Tesla going to that resistance 403 and 55. AMD is still pushing. Remember AMD, everybody was looking over here for the short play this morning. I was waiting for a dip over here into 195. I got some long over here, 197.80 on that curl, inside bar, JLine curl, 1 minute. So you know our scalping system. But for now, very slow morning. Ok, giusto? It has again rejection 403. Start watching team at 403 because this is the pre-market eye on Tesla. So possible short play coming in. So Tesla watching for a short coming in. Let's see how it reacts to the liquidity play over here. The liquidity level, pardon. Yeah, Tesla at the high. I'm in. Short play. $402. Let's see. You can see the socket 403. As soon as we see this seller, okay, good play over here to take a short risk now at 403. It's just that what we said, supply and demand area, okay? You can see also NQ is dumping. So could become a good play. I would like to see 938. So we'll see if we have that. If yes, and NQ will unwind, we're gonna go get Amazon AMD all out, okay? If yes, NQ will reverse and fill more, then AMD get all out, Tesla TP 398, Y demand zone. Also Bookmap confirming before, look over here, we had the 398, boom, 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 boom. This one over here, you don't see it because the red above is major. But if you do like this, 398, this one. Okay, so I would like to see that. I don't know if we can get it, but I would like to see that definitely. Yes, in the queue, they have the demand zone. I think FOMC will be very interesting today. Some good plays, right? Some good plays. Come on, Tesla. Also, this morning we had a pretty big dump on the gold. Yep. You can see here, they're like breaking down the support at 49.80. It's like straight down over here, straight down. Come on, Tesla, give that rejection and feel more. Yeah, NVIDIA recovered, huh? So we had a decent short this morning, and I'll look at that recover there. So I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. There we go. So you can see SPY and Qs how lateral they are from the open. It's 930 here. NVIDIA came down, breaking the open level over here. MD pushing meta lateral. Tesla good rejection from that 403 with Bookmap. I'm getting tired to stay on Tesla. I want to see the breakdown of 400. I'm getting tired, guys. I need a breakdown. And don't try team, always to push. This is just like consideration I give you. Don't try always to push, to have big days. Certain days are like small. I had over here this morning these plays that we analyzed over here, but they were good plays, otherwise I wouldn't be trading anything. Come on, Tesla, give up that 400. Pure Buddy, are you with us? What's in ARTL? ARTL team, my bad, really my bad, because I gave that half-day fake out and I missed it. This is like, you know, the trade we always like to get, that half-day fake out here. Boom. ARTL, remember this morning, half-day fake out, typical play, typical play. Okay, I'm gonna use over here, I'm putting my stop on Tesla to the break-even maximum. Took some partials. Took some partials. Market's still pushing. Yeah, buddy, hate as well. Absolutely. That was nice. AMD next 202, buddy. But I'm getting out. Selling majority. They also got some profit on Tesla. On one account, they closed everything. PLTR also rejection team of that rejection of the pre-market high. So check PLTR. PLTR right now, PLTR. And don't be afraid when you trade. Remember, use always your risk. Done on this. So for now, team, a small morning, but green, close on one account. So we took this NVDA over here, the short play, decent one for the morning. Small day, but we take it. So over here, I like the play short T1. I'm gonna put over here so you can see it better. So NVIDIA, we had Bookmap, first of all. There we go. You see that heat map? That tells me we have sellers above, okay? So I watched that. Signal came exactly here, 181.90. Short, you can see T1 over here hit, T2 hit, T3 hit. So target 1, target 2, target 3. You see it very small, but we're going to make it bigger for you. In NVIDIA, we close it over here decent. Then we had Tesla. In Tesla, we had a long over here. As soon as it opened, triggered the long. And then you see the stop loss over here because once it gets 1 hour in the money, so it got to the T1, it moves the stop loss over here. So it was a fast one. And then I got over here just like a trade short, okay, based on the rejection of the liquidity area. We can see that liquidity area over here very good on the 5 minutes or even the 3 minutes. You can see that spot, okay. That's the reason why. Probably now it's going to go 396 and I'm going to be pissed. But I mean, that is the liquidity area. And now it's working, of course. And then AMD, because we had a long play, I want to share with you. So AMD is what I was expecting over here this morning, but only if we had tossed the 195. So I was waiting for that support. You know, we were watching this 195 on the over or dip and push. Once I saw this curl over here, decided to long, took a major play until over here the 200 because we had this pre-market high. We had over here other plays. I mean, like we had Google, but I didn't take it. So the trade over here in Google came here, target 1, 2, and 3. I think we had also Hood. You can see over here, Hood came target 1. MSTR, we had no play over here. MU, we had a short play and that's only the target 1. Oklo, no play. PLTR gave a short over here. You can see it touched the target 1, target 2, and target 3. And yeah, those are the plays that we watched. Coin over here, anything. Apple over here, nothing. Meta, was not looking at Meta anymore. Microsoft, nothing over here. Netflix, no play. Let's see, Oracle, no play. Oh, actually, yeah, Oracle gave a short over here, exactly this point. Got to the T1 over here and then break even. Now you can see it's dumping again right now. And it's fading. Oh, let's go back on Tesla at 400. Now it's gonna fail. Now, of course, it's gonna go 398. I'm out, as I said, on this account. Now it's gonna simply go down, of course. And you can see we also have the SNQ to the lows of the day. And PLTR also gave that pretty decent fail. Okay, let's go back over here. So we have over here, I want to put this one is Oracle. Yep. So again, the reason why I wanted to take out everything on AMD is because it was not a play with the bot. Okay, so I trade this on the discretionary account, but also is because we have the pre-market high. The 200 was pretty strong supply. And at the same time, I started seeing like SPY and NQ rejecting that supply area. You can see over here, rejecting from here. So I said, okay, let's take it on. Let's take it off. Let's take it off. So Paul is asking coin long because we have this demand zone. I don't have any signal for now, long buddy. So I'm not gonna trade it. Okay. I don't have any signal for now. You can see that Tesla is just below that 399, sorry, that 400 into the 399 zone. We have a micro support over here. We're gonna look into the fail over here to 398. Hope you guys held and you gals. Yep. Yeah, may come. So again, let's go back and check the scenario over here in the futures, so you can actually understand good what's happening. All right. So here, team, these are range bars, okay? Here, team, you can see that we have this major supply, 25,000. So I came over here for the fourth time this morning. First time when we took the trade, then it came second, third, fourth. Now we break the imbalance, we reject the imbalance over here, we're unwinding, okay? So target 24,880. On the S over here, you can see that we had a fade over here, double top, early pre-market around 6 o'clock New York time. Came all the way down, broke the imbalance zone, rejected. Then came over here, supply, the 67.55. You can see fail that rejection, pretty good. Now target is going to be this 67.25-ish. But you can see we didn't do anything yet, okay? So it's just like sideways since the open. It's moving like in about 15 points, which is still good. I mean, it's still like a very good one, but we don't have that range, for example, we had in pre-market. Okay, so very good to spot that with the supply and demands. Okay, let's go back on Tesla. So Tesla still below that 400, fading. AMD, we had a good one to get out at the 200 area. SPY and the Qs, the low of the day. Consider after the open. Oracle unwinding, coin unwinding. Yeah. Decent over here, right? Decent day. Or, you know, not a big range, decent day.
Well done, team. Well done. Slowly, 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 that Tesla. So remember, we're looking into PLTR, said the short coming in, supply area over here, short coming in. All these supplies that we have, they are actually good now to trade because ES and NQ are actually fading that moment, all right? So that's the reason. And yeah, this was expected as well. You can see the major supply over here, 157 on Bookmap, confirming what we've seen. So this morning, basically the plays were bounce from demand zone, short from supply zone, Bookmap confirmation, bought, that's it, super easy. Okay, I call it really like, I don't want to be in doubt, I don't want emotions, I want to see trading for dummies that are working and profitable. I need to live my life. I have my daughter. I cannot stress in front of the charts. My daughter's 20 months. Actually, it's now 21 months today. So I need to have, you know, a very calm life, make an income over here for the trading. It's about since 1999 I'm trading. So I've seen how the market works, and I try to put everything that I knew with the coders inside the bots and also with the use of Bookmap. All right, traders, so 10:30, hope you had a good session. Reach out if you need to ask anything. We're going to be back next week. Again, if you're in Italy, I will be trading with Bookmap live on the 27th in front of 300 traders with a 500,000 account live so you can see my screen. And I'm going to trade stocks and futures. Thank you for attending. See you back in the room at Jtraderco for who wants to stay with us. FOMC 2 p.m. Okay. Thank you, team. The chart I have right now, buddy, are 1 minute, but I use generally 1 minute and 5 minutes for day trading. If you stay with swing, I will stay with 15 minutes. Okay. Thank you, traders. Reach out again if you need, and good luck for your trading. Thank you. And press a like. Thank you.